Graphic designing. Graphic design is a craft where professionals create visual content to communicate messages. It is a process of visual communication through the use of typography, photography, iconography, and illustration. Graphic designers create and combine symbols, images, and text to form visual representations of ideas and messages. Graphic design is applied to everything visual, from road signs to technical schematics, from inter-office memorandums to reference manuals. It is applied to products and elements of company identity such as logos, colors, packaging, and text as part of branding. It helps in branding and distinguishing one brand from the other. It can be used in various things like newspaper, magazine, blogs, television, and film documentaries. The wide scope has attracted creative youth to try their hand in this field and has proved beneficial. Let us discuss some types of graphic designing.
Packaging graphic design. Most products require some form of packaging to protect and prepare them from storage, distribution, and sale. But packaging design can also communicate directly to consumer, which makes it an extremely valuable marketing tool. Every box, bottle, and bag, every can, container, or canister is a chance to tell a story of a brand. Packaging designer create concept, develop mock-up, and create the print files ready for a product. Because packaging design touches so many disciples, it's uncommon for designers to find themselves creating other assets for products such as photography, illustration, or visual identity. Packaging designers may be a jack of all trades or specialize in specific type of packaging. They must be flexible to meet the demand of clients, marketer, and manufacturer and be aware of current trends.
Art and illustration for graphic design. Graphic art and illustration are often seen as being the same as graphic design. However, they are each very different. Graphic designer create composition to communicate and solve problems. Graphic artists and illustration create original artwork. The art takes a number of forms from fine art to decoration to storytelling illustration. Even though graphic art and illustration are not technically types of graphic design, so much is created for commercial use within the content of graphic design that you can't talk about one without the other. Types of graphic design: video games, t-shirt design, websites, comic books, album art, etc. Graphic artists use any composition of media and techniques to create their work as they collaborate with writers, editors, managers, marketers, and art directors across all graphic design types. They will often have a foundation in fine arts, animation, or architecture. Overlapping skills and apps make it possible to find graphic designers who also work as graphic artists and illustrators.
Publication graphic design. Publications are long form pieces that communicate with an audience through public distribution. They have traditionally been a print medium. Publication design is a classic type of design. Think books, newspapers, magazines, and catalogs. However, there's recently been a significant rise in digital publishing. Graphic designers that specialize in publication work with editors and publishers to create layouts with carefully selected typography and accompanying artwork, which includes photography, graphics, and illustrations. Publication designers may work as freelancers, as creative agency members, or in-house as part of publishing company. Publication designer must possess excellent communication, layout, and organizational skills. In addition to graphic design enterprise, they need to understand color management, printing, and digital publishing. Examples of publication graphic design: books, newspapers, newsletters, directories, annual report, magazines, and catalogs.
Visual identity graphic design is exactly that, the visual elements of brand identity that act as the face of a brand to communicate those intangible qualities through images, shapes, and colors. Visual identity design is one of the most common types of design. Visual identity graphic designers must possess a general knowledge of all types of graphic design in order to create design elements that are suitable across all visual media. They also need excellent communication, conceptual and creative skills, and a passion for researching industries, organizations, trends, and competitors. Designers that specialize in visual identity graphic design collaborate with brand stakeholders to create assets like logos, typography, color palettes, and image libraries that represent a brand's personality.
Motion graphic designers, sometimes just called motion designers, create artwork for the web, televisions, or film. This could include movie clips, trailers, commercials, title sequences, etc. They use visual effects, animation, and other cinematic techniques to bring life to their creations. They design graphics that are in motion, just as the title suggests. By animating graphics and creating vivid visual effects, motion graphic designers bring films, websites, commercials, and more to an entirely new level. With the increasing prevalences of videos content online, a motion graphic designer could find themselves working on almost anything on any digital platform. 3D modeling. Calligraphy and 2D art still have their place, Joseph says, but most motion graphic designers are now based on 3D modeling, and that is a huge part of the future of graphics. He explains that understanding points in 3D space, lines connecting those points, and polygons made up of those lines comes from working with modeling programs.